It's time for TGCT Live, the #1 online source for everything happening on tour. Whether it's expert course reviews or fun contests, there's always something new on TGCT Live. And now, fresh from bidding on the high heels worn by Tiger Woods' 10th mistress on eBay, it's your hosts, Crazy Canuck 1985, Els 41, and Dr. Yeti.
And you know what? I was so close to winning that contest as well. I was really annoyed about that.
I snuck in a ninja bid at the last second and took them.
Yeah. Was it you? Oh, I was really annoyed about that. You in there.
I was Tiger Lover 116. Yeah.
Oh, was that you? I thought you might have been there. Oh, there
I
we
see.
go. Okay.
I
Okay. I thought it might have been one of you guys. But welcome along to TGCT Live. It is the 30th. For me, it's the 1st of October. For most people, it's the 30th of September. Watching this, I'm Els 41. Broadcasting from Harrogate in the UK. I've also got Crazy Canuck 1985. With that name, no guessing where he's from. How are you doing?
No, I am fantastic, ready to go.
We established that he's just from Canada, right?
Yeah, just from Canada. I move around.
Canada's just one big city.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Got one road.
City. One road, yeah.
One tarmac road and the rest still cobbled.
Pretty much. It's called Canada Road.
Goes into America, which is where Dr. Yeti's from, Salt Lake City. How are you doing?
I'm very good.
Excellent. We had, in case you missed it, anyone, we had a great show last night where we drew the contestants and their themes for the random theme design contest. I recommend, if you haven't seen that, you go onto our YouTube channel and have a look. It's going to be an exciting contest, and it was a interesting introduction show. What did you guys think?
I think it's going to be a good contest. We've got a good mix of veterans and newbies, and some people maybe, up and comers. Some people maybe a bit uncomfortable in the theme that was picked, but I'm really excited to see what comes out of it.
We've actually got 2 of those designers in that competition's courses to play today. The first one is from Adam Hill 413. He's from Scotland. And he's got a course called the Nameless Horse, which is going to be our first one, which is very, very new. And then D-Dog, who's been in all of our competitions so far and is a very well-known designer. We've got a links at McCarthy Shore from him coming up as the second course. But before we get into that, Canuck, you've got a big announcement about this.
I do. Yes, this. This is our President's Cup. So President's Cup starts on Friday. Does it start Friday? Friday, yes. So we've been waiting to announce the rosters. Here they are. Team USA. We got Nick with Jason and Tim. They're the vice captains. So the main guys, we've got Daniel Coates, Chris Gilbert, Tyler Harris, Nick Russell, Dale Berger, Andrew Sikorsky, Brian Dickerson, Rob Dallas, Tim Russell, Jim Brown. And the captain's picks are Tyler Duke and Griffin Ray. So those are the losing. That's the losing team.
USA.
That's the losing team. And then Team International. I'm the captain. My vice captain is Ayako Kire. We've got the #1 player in the world. We got Brione Beaumont Thomas. We've got Scott the Man Doyley. We've got Ron Duncan, Rod Simpson, Scott Wildman, VJ Benacall, Adam Birch, Ricky Banville, Chris Nelson, Darcy Greenwood, and our captain's picks are Ryan Hammond and Sean Bryson. So we're still waiting. Still waiting to pick. There's a couple of people that still haven't responded, so these might not be final, but tomorrow night, at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern, we are going to be doing a live on Mumble matchups. So it'll be me and Nick. Should be interesting. And the course, which everyone's been wondering, is one of Reeves. It's Borthwick Bay at McKinney Highlands, which I think is going to be a really good pick because you got to be really, really accurate. So if you're missing a fairway, you could create some really high scores, which means some teams could pull away and some other teams can get right back into the match pretty quickly. So, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited. And, more to come in the next few days.
USA.
The post, yes, the post is on in the PGA thread of how it all works, but I won't go through that.
You can see the course. We played it 2 weeks ago on this show with Reeb actually commentating on the course along with us. So that's definitely worth going to have a look. And I mean, you really are looking at, what's there, 12 names, 24 or so names on this list. You really are looking at some of the best players in the world right here. I mean, you said Briona's number 1, Scott Doyley is right up there. You know, these people here, you know, are, it's going to be tight.
The chat panel shooting that down, saying that Brion is the X number 1.
Yeah, that is true. I think he's slipped down a little bit, but still, I think he's 2 or 3.
But he's held that spot for a long time.
Yes, there's Doyley. He's given the gamer tags there. I forgot about those. Yeah, so Team International is, I would say, the heavy underdogs, but that's where we want to be. I think we're going to win. So
I think it's going to be very, very close.
Yeah, I think we're going to sneak it out. I think USA is going to get a little cocky, and I think they're going to crack under the pressure. We got some big names, some big scary names that may throw off some of their top guys. So we'll see. We'll see. I've got a few tricks up my sleeve for the matchups, I think. So
it's going to be good. It's going to be good to see. Excellent. Great. Well, so let's get on with our first course. Let me just bring the chat box back up, which I took off there. Just bear with me for 1 second.
Fusion is taking jabs at Sour Ninja.
Oh, there's going to be
USA has
so
got
much
Sour
beef.
Ninja. That's 0 points right there. I disagree. Sour Ninja is really good.
The Fusion Sour Ninja saga continues.
Yeah, it's great. Sour Ninja did hold the bottom spot on the Par 7 Challenge course.
Yeah, we should constantly remind him of that, actually.
Oh, yeah, he was by far the worst player at that, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think the T-Box Alley gave him the worst time out of anyone. I think he hit like 3 of them.
Yeah.
So our first course today is, I'm just loading up the first flyover as we talk. Adam Hill 413, as we said, out of Scotland, part of our path, the tournament that we've got, that we announced and did the draw for last night. He got drawn in the Highlands theme, so he got a bit of a homeland advantage. This is a very, very new course. He actually submitted 2 to us, and this one very, very recently. So we thought we'd give this one a go. And the first thing I've noticed is we're driving over the... What pin is that?
I
The
just
18th?
looked at it. It's 18, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like shared fairway, it looks like. I just put myself in the
That's
bunker.
a crazy, crazy idea. Novel.
Certainly glad there's no other golfers on the course at the time.
It's very... It kind of reminds me of Keith when he did his reversible course.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Interesting that we've got a par 5 to kick us off with there as well, with a raised green. We were playing one course last week where every hole was a raised green, which was quite nice, but we'll see how we go. We've also got coming up on this show, by the way, the first 4 actually people taking on the closest to the pin challenge.
Yes, finally.
And we've got a few giveaways and that as well. Yeah, we've had quite a lot of uptake on that challenge already, which is very exciting.
Ooh, just missed. Hello, Brighttail. One of the Team International players.
I know he's done the closest to the pin challenge.
Yes.
The people doing it today, we should say, are S. Morris, Mellow Swee, someone whose name I didn't recognise.
Yeah, Mr. Goo.
Mr. Goo. Oh.
Or no, Mr. I can't remember it actually.
And yourself, Yeti.
Wow. Yep, I had to take it on. I actually had to play a shot in order to watch everyone's replays. So I decided, what the hell, I'll just record myself and I'll be the first one to throw a score up there.
Nice.
Well, I've bogeyed number 1.
I did notice when I was looking through the list that neither of you have played it.
No, I have not. I really want to.
You'll see that I've played it, just not on the tournament. I've played
yes.
it on the... Oh, there's no OB on this. I keep saying, now that we've got OB, especially with a hole like this, where you've not got anywhere to drop the ball, really, you've got to be putting OB down here now. Just for the future. Because otherwise you're just going to have a course where people will get upset.
Yeah, I can see that.
We need
I mean, that would be a really poor shot if you ended up in that trench.
Yeah. This is true. Complaining about out of bounds, but like, you know, you really have to suck to hit it out of bounds there.
Oh, I like this this dead tree in the middle of hole 3.
Go, 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 go.
With this wind, I'm going to try and split it like a field goal.
Let's... we do the giveaways for anyone who's watching this for the first time. We now do it on the penultimate par 3, which is actually hole 11 on this, which is a 188 par 3. One of us will shoot, and closest to the guest who in the chat box is closest to the score, the distance that person get, will win a Steam game. And that, you're right, that tree is awesome. That's
I hit
brilliant.
it right over
The tree on, yeah, the tree on 3 there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, split it like it was a field goal.
Oh, I've gone to the right. I've landed right of the pair of you, actually. That bridge, and I really like all this over here, this, like, torched, wrecked area. That's great. What a view that is.
If you notice,
pretty neat.
across the river, he's got the cart path going through a tunnel in the mountain. Can you see that?
What?
On
Where?
a couple occasions.
Oh, wow, yeah, look.
Oh, yeah, I see.
With a
Cool.
pickup truck on it.
I did notice the truck. I guess that's
Cool.
not a cart path then, just a little country road through the desert. That's really clever. I like that.
Nice little Easter egg sort of thing there. I like that.
Go, 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 go.
In the chat room, C. Gilb. The international team sounds like a losing one. Beef. This is getting there.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens when I make sure he doesn't get any points this President's Cup.
So you're a captain. You're not a player, right?
I'm
Captains
not
are
a player,
players.
no, but I'll be doing the matchups. So
Are the vice captains playing? No?
nope, no
No.
vice captains playing either. We're just watching, and we're gonna take all the credit if we win. That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
So I really like the idea and layout of this hole. Just a little suggestion is just add a little bit more variety to that hillside. Either with some planting or use one of the earthwork brushes and just kind of raise and lower and make that left hillside a little bit more interesting.
Are you still talking about 4 here, right?
Yeah.
4. That's
Yeah, I think I can agree with that. I quite like behind the pin though is nice with the cactus and all those bushes. That's a good little touch. I like that.
right. And I liked the blind dogleg tee shot around that hill. I think it's a really well designed hole.
Some of these bunkers are very deep. I really like them.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's not.
I like them
criticism
too.
at
Yeah.
all.
Fusion, would your world golf ranking been good enough to make the team Canuck? I would not have been a top 10 qualifier, no. I think that got cut off. I was about 30 spots away from that, but who knows? Maybe I would have been a captain's pick. I doubt it.
But you ended up, what, 1 spot behind Keith? Is that right?
I don't want to talk about
So that's 1 point for Team USA right there.
it. Yes, but today I have announced I am moving over to the PGA Tour for Season 2.
Wonderful.
And Keith has joined me, so our thing will continue. Our
Rivalry.
Our
Feud.
rivalry. our feud will continue.
So
We
we've
have
got a
all
drivable
these-
par 4 on 5. I'm going to go for it.
I almost made it.
Yep, I barely short. With the right winds, that's an aceable hole.
Oh, I'm in the bunker. Oh, don't.
That was terrible. Ooh, big backspin.
I like
Get in the hole.
how you can see off into the distance behind this green.
Mm-hmm. Desert theme, one I'm now familiar with.
It's funny, designing a little bit in the Delta, I always thought out of the 5 early ones, the desert was the one that lived up to the newer ones.
I think so. Holy cactuses on 6.
I still think desert holds up.
Yeah, I do.
I think so too, yeah.
Seeing
think-
your latest course, Canuck, and Powderfinger, and I'm going to throw Hoodoo in there, I think desert holds up.
Yeah.
There's an Easter egg right of this green, Adam Hill says. Are we talking 6? Is that what you mean?
Might be.
Is there an actual Easter egg? Is it like the Mount Chiliad mystery? Does anyone know what that is? That's a really geeky comment. If anyone
I
knows
don't
what that
know
is,
that.
I love you immediately, and please help me find what's in that mountain. Anyway, where's the Easter egg? Is there a lighthouse? Is there a speedboat?
5. Oh, we missed it.
Oh.
There is a lot of cactuses here.
Oh, I'm looking
a
actually
little
by
open.
5. There's another little cave, little cove cave down by off the green of 5. If that's what he's talking about.
Oh, if that line had been right, it was way off. But if it had been right, I'd have probably been in for a 1 there. Oh, well. 6 yards, that sounds like a decent length to flop it from.
6 yards.
You should chip that. Chip that with like an 80% chip.
Ah, Bob God gets my reference.
What is it?
It's a
I
GTA
totally missed it.
thing. So, very briefly, there's a...
I know what you're talking about
If
now.
you go up the top of the cable car on GTA, there's a mural on a wall, and
Right.
it's got a picture as if there's a hidden jetpack or alien spaceship you can drive on
And
the
there's like
mural.
a cracked egg. isn't
Yeah,
there?
and literally people are like... I've only found this stuff recently, when I was looking at that thing that I showed you guys about that Trials Evolution thing. But it was like, these people are like, oh, well maybe the mural is actually a signifier for the whole game, and you have to make choices here and there, and it's a bit like, that's clearly overthinking it massively.
Did you see the one guy figured out how to become a Sasquatch?
Yeah,
Did you see that?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
that's
So I say this hole is pretty cool. That little road lower left of the tee area. Well, again, just those little clever things are really nicely done.
I'm enjoying this so far. I like the design of the holes a lot.
It's funny how a lot of the desert courses are themed around like a big mountain range or Rockies and stuff. I'd love to see like a proper flat wasteland where you can see all of the holes desert course. Do you get what I mean by that? Like a proper like
Yeah, I think with desert though is for you to make a decent looking desert course, you need the elevation, you need the mountains. It's almost like replacing the trees.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think a real flat desert course I think would come out as fairly dull.
it might look a bit
It's-
boring, I suppose.
Yeah.
One you should maybe check out is actually, it's called Hoodoo Gulch.
Ah, Bradley
By-
Stewart's course.
That's right.
Yeah,
Bradley
that's
Stewart.
quality. Really good.
That's a desert course without a lot of frills, but it's just really well planned out, and it's an early access course.
It was in that competition. Yeah, it was my pick to win actually. Sorry guys. I really liked it. Yeah.
So guess what I did last night on the Swiss theme with my course?
Deleted
Had a
it.
breakthrough.
Rage quit.
I rage deleted it.
I said that as a joke. Did you really?
Yes, I did. I did. I'm done with it for now. I only built 3 holes, so it's like, meh. I'm actually considering trying something out in the rural theme. Considering it. Yeah. It's going to take a little bit of... Well, I'm not going to say, because I'm not sure yet. I'm going to work with it a little bit tonight.
I think the rural may, and I actually haven't even seen one in the settings, but if you could maybe put a overcast or rainy on the rural theme and then get your lighting right, that may diffuse some of that cartoon color.
That's what I'm looking at right now.
I think the problem with that is just the trees.
I might have found a sweet spot last night. I found a sweet spot, I think. So
I'll be interested to see that.
Yeah, and basically I'm gonna do no plant, like none of those crappy bushes, nothing like that. It's gonna be like minimal planting. I might use some of the global plants. Anyway, I'm just looking at it. We'll see.
So here on 9, it's another blind tee shot around the hill, and that hill was much better done.
Yeah, I've landed right next to you actually, Yeti, off that tee. I'm about 5 yards in front. And you see the clubhouse going up the hill. I like that. That's clever.
Some nice comments about the rural theme.
No rural, please.
Rural theme could just burn and I'd be okay with it. No lighting helps that baby poo green.
I think I'm going to go Swiss next, you know. I think I quite like... The greens are a bit of an interesting one, but if you really darken it and put the overcast
on... The plants
on...
are terrible. You can't use any of the plants. Like, if I choose to go design it, I can't use any of those plants. I can't use any grass. Trees are passable, but, yeah, I don't know. I just played around with it for like 10 minutes last night, and I was like, that actually doesn't look too bad with no planting.
Okay.
I'm sure I'll change my mind.
Just throw in a million rocks.
So we've all done the first 9. I'm -1. Yeti, I've got Bassman going around with me as well, -4. Canuck -3. How are we finding it?
I'm enjoying
it. Yeah, it's you know, not a few. I was gonna say not a ton of bells and whistles, but there's a few little things around that are kind of neat. The holes are solid. Yeah, I'm liking it.
Excellent. I've put the because we've just done hole 9, we've got hole 11 in 2. The giveaway is Stronghold Crusader HD, which is an Age of Empires / Civ style game. Strategy, build your army, they build theirs. You go and have a big fight, and the winner then goes and trashes the rest of the city. It's a good game, and it got quite good ratings when it first came out. I think it's probably about 4 or 5 years old now. But when we get to hole 11, as I said, it's a 188 par 3. We'll let one of you guys do it this time.
I'm actually on the 11th tee right now, so I won't hit it yet.
Oh, okay.
Well, I could take the lead here.
Yeah.
I may actually have earned the shooter slot. I'm going to have to take it.
Go for it.
And there's a birdie.
Nice. Wow,
Well
Yeti's
played.
Quietly making
Now that
his
it's
way
been
up here,
brought up,
5
the
under.
score is going to tank now.
Wow.
But I'm just
Should we start
finishing
guesses
off on...
now? I will type that in.
Yeah, I'm still on playing 10, and I'm just putting.
A golfer dude just joined us. Hello.
Welcome along, my friend. Unlucky putt there. I'll do the flyover, but if you want to guess, it's going to be how close... Is it Yeti then? Gets to the pin?
Yep. Yeti.
Here's the flyover, coming now. Oh, it's a real bowl of a green. Look at that, right in the middle of a... I like that, that's cool. I like the bunker in front of it, another deep one. It's 2-tiered, slopes off to the right.
Oh, good thing you didn't pick me for that.
All right. So I am going to... we'll let a couple more scores get in. Adam Hill says 1/8 of an inch.
And there's
Mine
another little
shaft
Easter
to the
egg
right of
over
the
here.
green. Oh,
Mine
yeah, that's
shaft,
cool.
look at this. Look at this lovely little thing in here. Hello. That looks like a little barbecue in there. That's quality, that. That's straight out of Red Dead Redemption, that little thing.
Ooh,
That's
chicken out of the
Yeah,
bunker.
that's cool.
Uh,
Yeah, that's really well done. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and type.
yeah, go for it. We've had some guesses.
Stop.
HB with a
Guess.
standard hole-in-one, 8 foot, 15 foot, 17 from Bassman. Team Bassman are ready and going at the moment. Han, 12.
All
Lamille,
right, I've got
34.
the stop guesses. Here we go. I'm off.
I'm going to go 2.
It's looking right at it. Do I have the distance? Bounce just on the front fringe and slowly rolling just off the back. Let's see what we've got. I've got 9 yards, which translates to 27 feet.
Golfer Dude had
got
24, and Fusion had 30. Oh, wow, we're in the middle.
Well, that's what the next par 3 will do, is solve that tiebreaker.
And that is on hole 16, well, that's quite short, 135 par 3. So between Fusion and Golfer Dude, oh, get in that putt. Oh, get in the hole. Anyway, between those two, on the next par 3 for the giveaway. Let me just take the little.
Is this true? What Driver T is saying in the chat? He said,
"Yes, you can."
So I haven't seen an answer, but how did the TGC Tours logo flags get in the tournament this week?
It's amazing what money can buy.
We've worked it out. Yeah, it's been worked out with HB, but it has to do with how the tournament is named, and there's something in there that,
that is so cool.
Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
That is pretty darn cool.
Good to see a good chat room again. 26-7 of you at the moment. Reeb, welcome along. Driver T, Han Fusion, Bassman, Team Bassman, Adam Hill, Dr. Loden, welcome along, chaps. Good to see you along.
Yeah, that flag is a cool touch, but yeah, I probably won't say exactly how it's done, just in case, because I don't really know either.
Oh, I'm in the ditch.
Oh, what a shocking shot that was. Also, for people watching on YouTube, do you know what's been really... I've been really quite very happy with, is I've had a fair few messages recently from people saying that they are silent YouTube viewers. And you know what? They help a whole lot. So thank you, silent YouTube team. We're getting more and more views on there. And I've noticed that actually some of our older shows from, 3-6 months ago... What a terrible putt. There's people still going back and watching those, and the numbers of views and likes on those are going up. So, Team YouTube, thanks very much for your support.
Thank you.
Indeed, thank you guys.
It's a big help.
Fusions, can you plug my speed golf with improved round times, no loading times included in your time? Oh, that's good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we can't do that.
We absolutely cannot talk about improved
time.
round times. And
yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I always finish either 4th or 7th. I'm pretty sure. Every time.
So if you're not familiar with speed golf, is you start off with the one hole to decide them all. It's a pretty simple par 3. Once you hole out that hole, you get presented with a full 18-hole course, and your goal is to shoot as best that you can, as fast as you can. And it can be very stressful, enjoyable, frustrating. Oh, it's everything. It's a lot of fun.
Oh, don't have just done that. Come back. Come on. Come on, little eagle. There you be. Oh, close enough.
I really like how much momentum speed golf's got on TGC Tours, too.
It's one of those things, it's such a simple idea.
We got so much going on with that. I can't wait for Season 2 to start now that we've got the True Sim Tour with no aids, which is becoming the most addicting way to play this game.
You know what? I think I might actually sign up for that.
Yeah, highly recommended. Yeah. And, if you start getting the hang of it, I feel like I can contend in that. I played with Doily, I'm going to say this, I kicked Doily's butt a couple of weeks ago, which would normally never happen with AIDS.
I wondered why I saw him crying the other day.
Yeah, exactly. So,
that 14 pin is in an interesting position.
Yeah.
No, speed golf is great, and you can tell it's great because all the people who are really good at playing the game with the aids and stuff on are also all really like speed golf. So,
yep.
Another good-looking hole. I like this. 15. I think you guys are... Oh, actually, I'm just hitting over you guys. You must be a hole behind me.
Another thing we're throwing around is the possibility of, in addition to TGC Tours, is doing a weekly audio podcast where we kind of strictly just talk TGC Tours, tournaments, things like that. Maybe get some callers. So we're thinking about doing a weekly show like that. So might get some guests. Maybe Els and Yeti can come on. We don't know what's going on.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah. So we're looking for hosts. I think Irving and Nick and I are hopefully doing it. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to work out more of that soon.
We're an ever-expanding conglomerate here.
Absolutely.
I thought I just heard someone going some water. Bassman's 2 holes ahead of us. I wondered if it was him. Did either of you go in water? Yeah.
I nailed the pin from about 140 out.
Oh, nice.
Hole. Didn't drop, but had a kick in.
I really like the greens on this. They've not been too crazy. Especially near the hole, they've been quite flat. And then, you get 1 or 2 green grid boxes out, and they then get the roll away. But I've liked that. It's been good.
Barton is good on holiday in Vegas from the UK. What are you doing watching this show if you're in Vegas right now?
I hope you see
thanks for joining us.
Some other parts of America other than Vegas. But Vegas is good fun.
They'll all be in his head.
Vegas is an experience, to say the least.
So we're on 16. Let me hit this one now that we're here. So Fusion and Golfer Dude, it's a 135 par 3 over a world of grass and cactuses and thorny stuff. There's the green, relatively flat around the pin, left to right slope, but ever so slight. And if I miss and go too far, I'm going all the way down there. Fusion's gone 6
feet,
and Golfer Dude's gone 15. Right.
Another one where he's really utilized a good drop off behind the green.
I like those bunkers that are there to save you as well. Oh, they're going to need to save me. What a shocking shot that was. I even took some off that. I'm going to be a long way. Whoever clicked the highest, Golfer Dude, it's going to be you, my friend.
Golfer Dude.
Yeah. I'm 13 yards, so it's going to be 39.
That's okay. Fusion always wins and never claims his games anyway.
Yeah. He's already got them all. Well done, Golfer Dude, mate. Good for you. Contact me after this and you get a copy of Stronghold Crusader HD.
I like all these holes that are like going over top other holes. It's very interesting.
About 8 beers in. Tell a Brits over there, straight to the bar. Well done, mate.
Sounds like Vegas.
I can't wait to eventually go to Vegas again.
Yeah, it's fun. I've been there a couple times.
But I've got Florida and Georgia first. Georgia! Can't wait, it's going to be great.
Yeah, I can drive to Vegas in about 5 hours and make it a weekend.
Nice. It's like a 2-hour flight for me from Vancouver.
It's about 10 hours for me.
Not to tell you what to do on your vacation, Barton.
Don't go on a roof.
That's right. Or take LSD.
Yes.
Good hangover. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Barton, if you drive 2 hours north, you'll be in Utah. And if you go to Zion National Park or Arches National Park, you will see Hoodoo Hills, pretty much.
I can tell you how many of those things he's going to do on that trip.
None and none.
No. No.
What hotel are you in, if you're in one? When I went, I was in the... What's the Egyptian pyramid one called? That was it. It was great.
The Luxor?
The
Yeah,
Luxor.
it was quality.
He says American chicks are much hotter than UK girls.
Oh my god. When I stayed there, I stayed at the Mirage, and then I stayed at the Flamingo.
The Flamingo's a trip.
Oh yeah, that's
We should do a TGCT live from Vegas.
Hell yes.
That would be
definitely.
so good.
definitely. Just play some real golf.
TGCTLive Drunk Edition. Another abandoned mine shaft. We're hitting right over it.
Els
It's a real
goes to
clever idea.
Els goes to the blackjack table and tries to bet all of his Steam games.
Yes.
I've only got about 3 left. It's not going to be very good.
Oh, I just missed.
Oh, that didn't turn in anywhere as near as much as I thought it was going to. Yeah, that was because this hole is we hit over this hole on number 1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, the number 1 tee box is about 40 yards behind the green.
Barton's in the Havana. And I'm not sure I've heard of that one, you know.
We've been offered cocaine about 6 times.
Only 6? How long have you been there?
Welcome to Vegas.
Wow, yeah.
It's like when you go to Jamaica, you get offered weed at the airport.
Nice.
Yeah. So, the nameless horse. We don't have to give it a
Yeah.
name, but we have to give it a score.
We have to give it a score.
I really enjoyed it. I thought it could have benefited from a little bit of planting, maybe more just lighter in front of the tee boxes, but I thought the sculpting was good. More importantly, the hole design was good, and the playability was fun. I had a really enjoyable time here. Like I said, a couple areas where if you want a little bit higher rating, maybe just smooth out some of the textures that were kind of bleeding and add a little bit of variety to some of the hillsides, but very well done. Very well done. I'm giving it a 9.
Nice. Yeah, well, pretty much exactly what Yeti said. Yeah, a few. The bunkers maybe I would say need a little bit of work, but I enjoyed it quite a bit. I give it an 8.
Yeah, I've given it a high 8, just off a 9. I thought the planting was good. The way the cacti, and the grasses were done was good. Agreed, from a design point of view, it felt like we were hitting down canyons every time, which is it's all right, but maybe a little bit of extra diversity could have been appreciated. Thought the whole design was good. I quite like the craziness of hitting over, from hole 1 you hit over 18 and back again and so on. I thought that was a clever idea. Some good bunker placements, some good deep bunkers. A lot of stuff I liked. I think in context of some of the really, really great courses we play on this show, it doesn't quite live up to those, hence the score, but this is good, fun, solid course and worth a go. So good job, my friend.
Will do, yeah.
Excellent. So, now, man, I hope this works. We have... Hang on, where's it gone? There it is.
I actually have to sign off, and I'm going to run really quickly out to the closest to the hole challenge to be the field reporter.
Yeah, go quickly while I introduce it. No one will ever notice.
But really, sorry, folks. I had a life engagement come up today, and I had to call this show a little bit short. But Els and Canuck will continue on as if I were still there.
Yes.
So enjoy the closest to the pin video, and we'll see you guys next week, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. And
you know what? While the video's playing, I think you guys are going to have to reestablish the Skype call because I'm hosting it.
Oh, bum. Okay.
Let's do that quickly now before we play it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Do you want to call
See
me
you
back
guys
quickly?
later.
All right.
See ya. Hello, we're back.
Hello, back. Just bear me 1 second just to sort my sound settings out. For some reason, I don't know why it does this. Say something.
Hello.
Oh, you're still incredibly quiet. Now, why is it doing that? Aha! Say something again.
Hello.
That's
Testing.
Yeah, that's better. Cool. Right, we're back.
All right.
So there's how some of the tricks of the trade are done, guys. It's all done on
Yes.
Skype.
Behind the scenes.
So the closest to the pin challenge, we've got our first 4 contestants, who are Dr. Yeti's number 1, Mellow Swee, S. Morris, who's another member of the doing the competition, as well as a new member of TGC Tours playing along as well. So here we go.
Welcome to the first episode of the TGCTLive Closest to the Pin Challenge. I'm Dr. Yeti, and since I'm your field reporter, I get to be the first shot taken on the closest to the hole challenge. Let's see how I do. Well, I put one up here. It's going to land on the green. Looking good, looking good. So before I give my final result, let me explain how we calculate the distances here, because we can't actually see the numbers in the replay system, but we do know each grid is 1 meter, meaning the pin grid is 0.5 meters, because it's right in the middle of a grid, and then each additional grid gives us 1 more meter, plus or minus a couple, depending on where the ball is in that last meter. So my score is 0.5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 0.9, because I'm just in front of that last line, giving me a score of 3.4. Well, I'm out on the island. Let's watch our first group of competitors come on in. And they're off. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 1 to the right. 2 on. 3 on. All right. Let's watch each of these scores. Who's first? Got Mellow underscore SWE is next up on the tee. Hits a shot. Looks like he got a little bit of a hook on that. Oh, that's aimed well to the left end. Uh-oh. That's a miss. Next up, we've got Mr. Koo. Let's see how Mr. Koo will do. Hope I pronounced that right, but that rhyme doesn't work at all. Looks like this one's pretty good. It's on line. Lands on the green. A little bit long and left, but not too bad. We have a score here. Let's add up Mr. Koo's distance. Once again, we've got 0.5 for the pin. 1, 2, 3, and 0.4 more. That's going to give Mr. Koo a total of 3.9 meters. Let's see who's next. And our last competitor for the day is Mr. S. Morris. It's a great looking shot. A little bit of a hook to it. Let's see how his line is. That's right on it. That's right on line. A little bit long. Ooh, that better slow down. Is it going to be a miss? Oh, it rolled back just enough to stay on the green. That counts. Let's see how he did. We got our 0.5 for the pin grid. Plus 1, 2, and that's a full 3. You see, he's just on that line, just barely beyond it. That was a great try, S. Morris. 3.5 meters. Right now, it means Dr. Yeti is at the top of the leaderboard. That probably won't hold. We'll see you guys next week when we'll have more attempts at the closest to the pin challenge. Back to you guys.
Wow, nice. Pretty darn good. Yes. Yeah, that's great. I got to try it too. Unfortunately, I've just received a call too. I have to run as well, so I'm not going to be able to finish the show either. Of course, the day that Yeti can't, I get that too. I apologize, Els. So.
Muted the whole time. So there we are. Sorry about that, guys. Too many moving parts. But yeah, Canuck, sorry to have to lose you. But,
yeah, sorry guys.
I'm gonna have to fly solo going around the Links Tropicana. But
Fusion said he'll jump on with you. He said so. There you go.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, you can
Perfect.
join Fusion, no problem. Let's do it.
All right. I gotta head out. See you later.
Right, cheers, mate.
See you guys. Bye.
Alright, you better answer your phone. Where are you?
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me all right?
Yep, perfect.
Excellent. I'm just going to need to, for some reason with my Skype, I don't know why this happens. Again, tricks of the trade, chaps. That Skype just decides to continuously want to come on ridiculously quietly. There we go. Speak again, please.
Hello.
Ah, there we are. That's much better. Cool. Okay. So, the course I've picked... that's a good question. What one did I pick? There were several of them. The links to Tropicana at McCarthy's North. I think I picked number 3.
Okay, well, if you jump on,
yeah,
then I can see.
Thanks for jumping on at such short notice. 2 Brits. The Brits are taking over. We're up late and...
We're having a laugh.
And having a laugh, yeah. We're both drunk. What one did I do? Can I see? Number 3, yeah.
Okay.
You know you're playing now, that does mean that you can't guess the challenge to the pin, right?
Yeah, well, no big loss there. Come on,
see you later,
TGC.
Best man. 70. Are you on?
I'm just joining.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I'm on the first tee.
That is a good looking thing off the... That first tee view is incredible. Well, let me see if I can find you again. Friends Live, Fusion. There we go. Oh, we've got Keith joining us as well. Keith, if you're still in the chat, you're welcome to join us on the show. Must be having you. First shot's off. That's a great looking first tee shot. Wonderful. I'll tell you one thing that D-Dog is very good at is cart paths. He managed to get them, making them look really...
He's one of these designers that designs that course completely from scratch. It does all the hills itself, just lays out the terrain, and then plans out every bunker, that kind of thing. Rather than like a Canuck style where they sort of take the natural terrain and build a course in it.
Yeah, that's the same as me, the Canuck style you've mentioned there. That's what I do. I'd see the pin's in a good place, and I know we're playing round 3 of the 4-pin version, so fair enough. But you got all that green to play with, and you put it right at the front. But again, this is one of several courses that he's got. Keith's gone. Oh, he's gonna knock my ball out of the way. I'm standing on it.
I actually played this course for the Euro Tour. It's like the Race to Dubai, one of the tournaments in this. And, did pretty well, so I'm used to this course.
Did you have to play all 4 pins?
Yep.
Yeah. Can you remember which one you liked the best, or didn't like the best, or?
No, they're all quite similar. There's different conditions, different lighting, weather, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
They're all pretty similar. Sometimes you got a drivable hole, some slight changes. It was a pretty good course.
The wind's up today.
Spoilers, it's pretty good.
Yeah. I'm sure they're not spoilers. It's just an opinion. Yeah, the wind's pushed me from one side of the green all the way over to the other on this first, second hole. Let's see what we've got here. I didn't catch the HB stream today, did you?
I did. I did catch it. So was there anything interesting on it? Particularly, I don't think. We had some discussions about various things, like state of the game, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
But nothing announced, I don't think.
Golfer Dude, I know you joined us late on this show. Mate has just asked any news regarding the President's Cup. The teams and the course have been announced. They were announced as the first thing we did on this show. It will go up on YouTube straight after this. So give it a couple of hours after the show's finished. Check our YouTube channel. And it's the first... We do the introduction and then it's the first thing we announce. Canuck talks everyone through it. So looks exciting. Literally the 22, 24 best players in the whole game. Maybe bar 1 or 2, but you know, you really are looking at the top players in the whole TGC Tours and that thing. It's going to be exciting.
Minus all the Euros, of course.
Oh yeah, yeah. So people like Bradley aren't in it, and or Blue Wolf, should I say, and a couple of others. But
Yeah.
Jim Jam, but most of the others are on it. Ooh, 7 yards. That looks like a flop shot for me.
You got to chip it.
No.
Got to chip it.
Never.
Have you tried the new one?
I haven't actually.
There you go. Yeah. That's perfect opportunity. I made it up.
Oh, here's a question for the chat room, who's in it, and you. Have you taken advantage of the Tomb Raider sale on Steam this week?
I didn't know there was one.
Yeah, pretty much every Tomb Raider ever made has been released. Just while I'm looking as well, Hole 12 is a 162 par 3. We'll do the giveaway on that. But yeah, I bought the Tomb... I haven't played it yet. I'm going to definitely stream it when I do. Tomb Raider 1, the very first one, for £1.
Oh dear God.
Yeah. I
Super
don't care how
retro.
dated it looks. That game took up a long part of my childhood. And I also bought for, I think, £3, the most recent Tomb Raider, so the one that was released, what, 3 years ago? 2 years ago?
Yeah, that's pretty recent. Was
Yeah.
that only, how much was that?
It was either £3 or £4.
It's pretty cheap.
So that's, what's that in dollars? $6?
Yeah,
Something like that? Yeah.
probably like $5. Because they always screw us with the conversion.
Doubtful Obelisk is actually on the chat box there, just repeating.
He was one of the captain's picks.
Yeah, the rest of the teams there as well for you, Golfer Dude. Alright, I'm going to try chipping and see what happens. This is going to be a disaster.
Okay, 5 yards away. Yeah.
It went higher than I thought it would.
Yeah, they changed that apparently. Slightly higher now.
Anyway, okay.
And
So
you
what are
can-
some of the courses you... I mean, this is the first... You know, we speak a fair bit, I suppose. Play a bit of Rocket League. What are some of your favourite courses that you've ever played on this? Because, you know, you're a regular viewer of our show and on tour and everything. What are some of the...
Yeah, it's difficult to answer because you play so many. I don't remember the names off the top of my head.
Are there some that you go back to and be like, oh, okay, I've played that one 7 or 8 times, not because it's on tour, but just because I really liked it?
Not so much. I normally just play the tour courses and any new releases. I don't go back and play as many courses as I should do because you have to find them, right? You have to remember their names, and that's tricky, and you have to remember if they were good or not. So if there was a better system,
Yeah.
I guess you can use the TGC Tours course database. That would be
Yeah,
good
there's
source
also
to
the on your game there'll be the recent courses I've played thing.
But there's loads. Let's see. I've played Goella.
Yeah, Mike's
that's
course.
good. Yeah, that's a really good course.
Quality.
It's quite an easy course though, but it's a good one. I'm just going to look it up actually with all the listings because you can like them on TGC
Yeah,
Tour.
sure you can. Yeah.
So I've done that for a few. So I'll go back and have a look.
While you do that, I'm going to look at this incredible looking beach. I wish they had... I mean, the bunkers, he's actually made that look really good. But man, I just wish there was some texture that would... That looks awesome. I don't know if I like that big oil tanker in the background. It's kind of in the way. But other than that, the 2 little portaloos on the beach, and that's cool.
Yeah, it definitely looks good in this these overcast conditions.
Yeah.
When it's sunnier, it doesn't look as good. It looks a bit more.
Yeah.
bleak,
Because this
but-
is a tropical theme, and actually it doesn't look like your standard tropical theme, because there's not that many trees about. I actually really like that. I think that looks great. Okay, let's go. This is a long par 5, just under 600 yards on 6. But it is all flat except the approach to the pin, which is approach to the green, which is okay. Yeah, Han's right. That Tomb Raider sale. I think he's put 11, but I think it's 11.99 or it might be 10.99. You can get every Tomb Raider game ever, and all of their DLCs, for it's either 10.99 or 11.99.
Yeah, I've played the latest one. That was pretty good. I also played the top-down co-op one.
Oh yeah,
Played that?
yeah, Guardians of Light or whatever.
Yeah, that
Is that
one.
right? Yeah.
That was pretty cool to play with. Get a mate, play it online. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Okay, course database finally turned up. Click on my liked courses.
Reebdo, did I miss any hole-in-ones? No, there wasn't a hole-in-one, but all the three... There were 4 people that did the closest to the pin. One missed the green, but between Yeti, Mr. Koo, and S. Morris, they were all within 0.5 of a metre. They all hit 34 metres. One was 34.4, I think one was 34.6, and one was 34.9 from the pin. It wasn't 34, it was 3.4. So
Yeah.
I mean? Yeah, that's what I mean, isn't it?
Okay, let's have a look at some of the courses which I've liked. Kobayashi Royal by Taste.
Taste, yeah, quality.
I really like that course. I liked Imperial Hills. That
Yeah,
was a good one.
that's all
there's
in
lo-
capital letters, that one, isn't it? Is that
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
that's right. There's so many good ones. TGC at the Bavaro. Right.
Wendy. Yeah.
Wendy. So as soon as you say the name, you know who makes them. But it's just
Yeah,
there's so many courses in the game. My memory can't fit them all.
yeah.
Powderfinger.
Yeah, Powderfinger was quality. Golfer Dude, are you going to play more of that cooking game? That was enjoyable. Oh yeah, what was that called? Oh, it was fun, that. Oh man, I've still got a headache from the last time I played it. Cook Serve Delicious. It was good fun. Definitely will. I've got a few other... I'm going to do another indie session very soon. The next one is a game, you know what, I've never actually played, but I've had in my library for ages. It's one of the best indie games probably ever. Limbo. You ever played that?
Limbo. No, I don't think
It's
I
like a side-scroller. It's been around for a long time. It's probably up for indie games. It's probably one of the most famous, but I've never played it. So but that cooking game was just crazy. You can go back and watch that for anyone listening on our YouTube channel as well.
I've got a game you should play. You probably have played it, but you should stream. Faster Than Light. FTL.
Faster Than Light.
Yeah, FTL. You not played it?
Ah, you know, I recognise the name, but I don't think I've played it.
Oh, it's a
Yeah, I'll give it
great
a go.
game. It's like a roguelike type game
Okay.
where you've got a ship and you've got your little crew and you have to put them, just go through the galaxy,
Okay.
do stuff.
No problem. HB Studios, Limbo was good. Cook Golfer Dude bought Cook Serve Delicious on Steam after he saw me playing it. I'm going to send that off to them and get them to give me more free stuff. That'd be great. Oh, big uphill. Big uphill on 9. I like that.
Yeah, it's all coming back to me now, this course.
Yeah, all the bad memories. Trying to get rid of them.
No, I think I finished second.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
that's
well
what-
played.
Bad memory was bogeying like 18 every round, I think. Almost every round.
So while I've got you here, actually,
Yep.
we should really talk more about speed golf, because it's, your idea, and it's going incredibly well. What, talk us through it. What made you come up with it? Any thoughts as to where it's going? It's now an official TGC Tours tournament.
Yeah, so I like playing the game without calculating everything. Right? You get some people who get their spreadsheets out and know that the wind is blowing this way. You have to calculate it, the grid, and you've got 66 feet down. That's 23 yards or whatever. You have to cut off, that kind of thing.
overhit that on the path.
And,
Ooh.
and they've got it all down to a T. But I prefer to play it like a bit more classically, where you just rip it and rip it. And to encourage that, we put a little time thing on it, so you don't have time to look it up on the spreadsheet.
Yeah.
So it's cool. I mean, it's a bit more different. It's a bit more high variance. So the players who might not be able to win a tournament on the main tour, they've got a good chance of doing well in the Speed Guild.
Yeah. So how long do people have... I mean, I know we played it on a show here in the last series, but how long do people have to finish the 18? Is there a time limit? Or?
Yeah, so I set up the tournament on a Wednesday and it goes to a Tuesday. But when you actually play the game, you just... Because there's no time limit, but if you don't finish in 20 minutes or less, then you're probably not going to win. The winner's time's normally around 16 minutes, 15, 16 minutes, plus your score, obviously, is how it works. So I'll probably explain. Most people probably know how it works, but I'll just reiterate. You play your round, and for each shot you take, you add 20 seconds. And then it's just a case of however long it takes for you to play your round, plus all your 20 seconds. The winner's lowest combined time.
Yeah.
So we're now into week 12, I think, which is quite a lot, really.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going well. Because remember the first course you used for it was the drifts, right? Which was one of the HB Keith courses. Which is
that was the basic course. Yeah, I tried a few. I've got them all listed here actually.
So what makes a good speed golf course rather than... Are there any differences between that and a... You know... What would make a bad speed golf course is maybe the better question.
Bad speed golf course... I don't know. It's difficult to say if you can have a bad speed golf. I guess one with greens which have got really long slopes. Because people get annoyed if you land on the really long slopes. It takes you 20 seconds for the ball to slowly roll down the green. That's pretty annoying.
Yeah.
And also, I guess too many blind shots, or shots where you have to memorize the course, because it's supposed to be a fun thing. You're not supposed to go out and play 10 practice rounds before you attempt it. So it's good to, if you can see where you're hitting, that's a plus point.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if there's anything special that you need. It looks good, plays nice, plays fair, not overly difficult, not overly easy. I do a range of courses. I don't exclude many, so
yeah.
I just pick ones which I like playing essentially.
Okay. We'll come back to this in a second. I've just realised we've got to hole 12, which is obviously going to be our next giveaway. So if I do start guesses now, start guesses now. The game's called Sunblast, which is a little bit like... Did you ever play Star Fox? Do you recognise that game? The old N64 game, which is basically you have a spaceship, and you have to complete levels where you've got spaceships coming towards you and shooting at you and so on. This is a very, very similar game to that with some very, very good graphics, and it's very, very quick. So if you want to start getting your guesses in, again, it's 172 yards, only a foot down, though the wind might cause some problems here. It looks like a left to right sloping green. There's a little patch of it rolling off to the right. I really like those 3 palm trees at the back. That's cool. And the way the cart path is done there is really good, and the bridge, and that's quality. That's really, really good. Oh,
yes.
There's Walter White's bus.
Nice looking hole.
Yeah, that is good. D-Dog's one of those whose courses are getting better and better and better and better and better and better.
Yeah, it's got plenty of good courses.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give it another 2 seconds, and then I'll push... stop guesses. Just have to Okay, I'll do stop guesses now. So we've had 15, 18, 8 feet. Oh, he's got some faith in us. 23 and 28. And I'm going to go. Keith's got right at it. Oh, the ball's gone off to the right there. I didn't intend that. That looks a bit dodgy, that shot. But
I think I was 21 feet away. So.
I'm 8 yards, so 8, 16, 24. Reeb! Reeb!
Boom.
Well done, 1 foot off. Well done. So get in touch with me after the show, you know all the details. And claim your game.
Excellent work.
Excellent work. I was thinking about this just while I was doing that actually. A course that's could be worth, if you've played it, that I think would be good for speed golf. CSU Golfers Crawford Mines.
Oh yeah,
The reason
the
why
classical Q school one.
There are a lot of high elevated tee shots that I don't know. I just have a just thinking when you were describing it good or bad.
Yeah.
I was like, actually, could be one that's worth going at. And you mentioned Powderfinger yourself. That would be an interesting one because that would be really difficult.
Yeah, I think we played it. Did we play it? Yeah, that was week 8.
Okay.
We played Powderfinger. It was a good one. I try and do a different designer each week.
Have you done any of mine? That's not a hint.
No, I haven't done any of yours yet.
Okay.
I tend to favour those designers who play the rounds.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Just a little hint if you're going to hint.
Yeah, no, I get you. That's fine. I accept that.
I'm sure I'll get round to the course of yours, Els. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Yeah, I won't. I just released Bunyip in the Delta theme. It's getting some pretty good reviews. Everyone was moaning after the first one, especially after Keith put it in that competition. Greens are too fast, and people losing their hats. So I've made it much slower. And now, of course, they're all moaning that it's too easy. So there's no pleasing some people. But
Did you make it slower? Or did you make it less firm?
I softened it up. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, and I moved some of the pins around actually, but other than that, it's pretty much the same course, just in with sand everywhere.
Yeah, it was your original one. It was a tough course, especially it's the first round of the knockouts.
Well, it got 20 plus wins, didn't it? I think that's what did it.
Yeah, I looked at the stats and there were one of the holes, the fairways and regulation was 3%.
Ooh. Crikey, I wonder what one that was.
So that was fairways, or might be greens.
Okay, my guy's literally hidden in a bush for this hole. This course is interesting. I can't see a damn thing.
Yeah, you got to lay up on this hole. Should have said that.
I went for it. I like the boats in the back again. They go. I don't like the big oil tankery looking boats. They're a bit like. If you're going to have them, I prefer them, personal opinion, way out rather than right next to the land. But
yeah, I suppose. I need to have a go at the old designer. I'm in the HB competition. I'm not good enough to play with the big boys in the TGC Tours ones yet.
You mean the design competition?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's going to be that. When we did the draw for that, it's funny actually. We couldn't have. One or two seem a bit like, oh wow, I've got the Delta theme, help me, sort of thing. But most people seem to be pretty happy with the themes they got. If you here's a question: if you got assigned a theme, what one would you have wanted, and what one wouldn't you have wanted?
I would have wanted Boreal theme.
Yeah.
And I would not have wanted probably Delta.
Yeah. Delta and Swiss seem to be the two that I don't think people dislike them. I just think they're difficult.
Delta, for sure, is difficult. Swiss, I think, was a little bit of a disappointment, but guess we haven't had any courses being released in the Swiss theme, so we
No.
haven't really seen what people can do with it yet.
I think I'm going to try and put out a 9-hole in that before I do anything significant in it, but we'll see.
It's got some potential for sure. And you said about Crawford Mines, that was an Alpine theme, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah.
Which is essentially the same as Swiss, just with a different colour scheme and some small adjustments.
Ooh, I've just realised the chat room's had a bit of a moment. 1 second. Let's sort that out. Ah, there we are, back again.
Oh yeah. Same happened to me. No one's spoken in quite.
Again, learning all the tricks of the trade on this show. 3's plate. I really like this. I really like how the lack of trees and all that sort of thing. I think that works really well. Sometimes less is more, and this is a good example of that. I mean, the cart paths, he's put a lot of work in to make them look very simple. That's one of those, isn't it? But like, even the little stakes in the ground around the area, like all the detail is there. It's just that he's managed to design himself a great plot of land to work on here. I'm really impressed with that.
Yeah, it's because he has to plant every single tree manually. None of these are auto-gen ones, so
Yeah.
you have to be precise where they go and all that stuff. It's good stuff.
So what's the next speed golf course?
Next speed golf course has just been released tonight, and it is at the Cops at Malky Coast by Mr. Ula.
Oh, he's in the path, the 9-hole competition as well.
That's right.
That's one we haven't got round to yet on this show, but
Yeah, it's a very new one. I mean, I played it I think yesterday or the day before, and thought, oh, that looks good.
yeah.
I'm gonna stick it in.
Oh,
Haven't
yeah,
had him as
excellent.
a designer, so I think he's played. I think he designed another one, if I remember correctly, like New South something flower. I can't remember precisely, but
Yeah, something about flowers or something, yeah.
that was a good course as well. So deserves to be in.
Yeah, well, the good thing about that tournament, that design competition, is, as Canuck said right at the start of the show, oh, please get in. Oh, unlucky. There's a real mix of New South flower, thank you, Keith. A mix of veterans, newbies. We've got Kirei Shoujo, who's never designed a course before. So it's going to be a real mishmash of ideas and...
Oh, hello.
Oh, go on. Go on. Yeah. Keith's got round in +3. Oh, it still says he's live, so he might not be finished yet. Oh, he's +3 after 17.
Well done, Keith. That's a good result for you.
That's a good. I'm on +3 as well.
What can I say? You don't get as much practice as Keith does.
No, I don't work for the company.
Exactly. You don't have access to his cheat codes.
He has There are cheat codes for this game. Don't say stuff like that. We'll get all sorts of emails. Oh, bunkered. Bad.
Oh my goodness. Roll off the green. I don't want a 100 foot
Green
putt.
is wild. Look at that. Yellow and red everywhere.
I'd say we're right in the par 5. I don't mind wild greens and par 5s because you tend to get to them in 2 shots anyway.
Whee, off we go. Oh, it's going to knock your ball out of the way. Oh, it's right next to it.
Mine has to stay up. Stay up,
Oh, it's
please.
Keith's ball.
Oh, bye.
That's going to come back down. This green for me is a little wild.
It's fine.
The,
for me.
it's alright. Maybe the pin is a bit...
I think it's the hardest pin location. Normally it's near the front.
yeah.
He's put this one on top, which is fine.
So I've just finished on +4. That wasn't a great round, especially after Golfer Dude very kindly said that I've been playing well. Jinx, if there ever was one. Thank you, mate. What do you reckon then? The Lynx Tropicana at McCarthy's North Shore.
Yeah, I like playing the course. I like playing it when I played it on tour. It's not the hardest course, but it's not, it can bite you if you're not concentrating and the wind's up. But yeah, very nicely designed, nice custom layouts and well planted. So I like it.
Oh, good stuff. Yeah, I've given it just like the last one actually. Do you know what? It's better than the last one. Low to mid 9. I didn't like that last green, but other than that, I really like the design of the course. I really like the design of the landscape. Some great holes. I think this. I know the other two guys always bang on about Jensen's Landing, but I think this might be my favourite D-Dog course. I just really enjoyed it. Yeah, so it's a definite 9 from me. Hans said he missed the thread for the TGCTLive design competition, and we'd already filled all the spaces up, and they did.
Yeah, it's hot stuff, isn't it?
It was. One thing we're going to do next week on the show is start showing some of the stuff from the photography club. We've had a few emails in. It's the email address to email any good photos you take, and they can be of anything. They can be of stuff you're doing in a designer. They can be stuff you're doing out on the course, of courses that you like. Absolutely anything. We'll show as many as we can on the show. The email to send them into will be going across the screen at the bottom very shortly. But yeah, thanks very much for watching us once again. Obviously Yeti and Canuck had to leave us early, which was a shame, but Fusion, thanks very much for joining me and giving everyone a bit of information about speed golf. If you haven't played speed golf yet, get on it immediately. That's
no problem. And as a regular user, thanks a lot for doing GTCT Live and giving up your Wednesday evenings when you should really be sleeping.
Yeah, it's Thursday mornings really, but yeah, there's no problem. It's a pleasure, and thanks for your regular support as well. And not just yourself. Again, we've had a few followers join us during the show today. Thanks very much once again. If you do like what you're seeing and you're watching us on Twitch, click the follow button. That means every time we do a show, or anytime any of us come on live, not just for a show but for designing or me playing silly indie games or whatever it is, you'll get a little notification. It's the best way to keep up with us, really. We do get some people donating to us, which is fantastic. Any donations do go back into the show, and as I said, we've had some very kind people doing so. And Team YouTube, you're my favourite people at the moment because you're helping us massively. Your continued support is greatly appreciated, and if you are watching us on YouTube, please feel free to leave a like at the end of the shows you watch if you do like them, because again, that's a great way of letting us know what you like, but also helping us raise our profile a little bit as well. So again, thanks very much. I'm sure that we'll be back on, well, I know we'll be back on next week at the same time, but I'm sure we'll be on Twitch and doing a few other bits and bobs before then as well. So Fusion, thank you once again.
Yep, thank you for having me.
And we'll see you all again next week.